I always do the Murph year after year, and I finally got it done a couple days ago, and man, it took me out. You don't know what the Murph is. The Murph is in honor of Lieutenant Murphy, a Navy SEAL who died in 2005, and you have a weight vest on the entire time while you're doing this workout. So you have a 25-pound weight vest on. You're gonna run 1 mile. Right when you're done with your mile, you're gonna do 100 pull-ups. After you're done with your pull-ups, you got 200 push-ups, and then you got 300 air squats, but you're still not done. After you're done with those 300 air squats, you're going back outside or back on your treadmill, and you're gonna finish it off with 1 mile. That's the Murph. I've been doing it now for 6-7 years, and some years better than others. I think my fastest year so to date, I think I got it done in, I want to say like 44 minutes. 44, 45 minutes. The other day when I got it done, it was terrible. I got it done in 59 minutes, almost an hour, but just coming off of vacations, we just ate. And this year, you guys know everything that's been happening this year. I haven't been able to actually train like I used to, but hopefully next Murph, I'm able to get that back up and get that time back down and start feeling a little bit more like myself when it comes to training. But I'm happy that I got the Murph in. When you're in that 40+ club, that recovery sometimes it sucks, because I tried to work out this morning. I tried to have a nice little training session, and my calf locked up like this. Like, what? You ain't done recovering from that Murph? The Murph was days ago. Like, no, you ain't done. You know, we got to find ways around it as we get a little bit older and still doing these crazy workouts. Just find a way around it. For me, I'm lucky and blessed enough to have an air bike. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use different things until I'm able to recover. And I'm gonna use that so I'm not missing days. And, you know, I'm just, whatever you got, you use what you got to get it in. But as I came out here this morning, I see some things that's almost ready or could be ready for picking. And I just want to show some things off. And I'm gonna need some help with one of these things right now we're about to go to. So it's the elderberry. If you've grown elderberry before, or you know anything about elderberry, please let me know. Let me know, are these ready to pick? Now, I went online and I see that most people are saying the end of August, like August, September. The only problem is we've been in summertime now here in Central Florida for like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. So the heat is a little bit different, because I have some that look like they're ready. I'm not sure. Please let me know if these are ready, because I don't think that some of these is gonna make it to August or September. I even seen people saying they're picking in October, so I don't think they're gonna make it. Let me know. Let me show you guys what they look like. And plus these birds. Y'all heard these birds? They've been feasting on those elderberries. I tried to put some bags on them, but our fruit bags aren't big enough for most of them, so they've been feasting on them. But let me know. Let me show you. See these? They look like they're ready. I'm not sure. I believe they're gonna get a little bit bigger, but I don't see that going into September, the harvest. Now some of these, you see how they got the green and that. These possibly that September. But these, look, I put bags on as much as I can. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe September, October, that's when they're gonna be ready. I'm not sure. We still got some flowers on some up there. So those are definitely September, October. But some of these, I don't know. These, come on, these have to be ready in a month. I can imagine, right? Now our other elderberry tree, a lot of these I can see ready in probably 2 months. Some up there, those look like they're ready. They look like they're ready to me. These aren't. Those aren't either. But September, October, to harvest some of those, I can't see that going that long. I could be wrong. I don't know. Please let me know, when do we harvest those? So I don't want to miss out on that, because cold flu season will be here in the fall, and to have our elderberry so we can up our immune for ourselves and the kids will be great. So I don't want to miss the harvest. I don't want the birds to take everything. Let me know how you guys process your elderberries, and when you pick it, that would be so helpful. I appreciate it. Oh, let me show you guys this too. This year, we picked one crop that we're gonna grow in abundance, and we're gonna start that process of not having to buy this ever again in the grocery store. So the easy crops to do for that is like potatoes, white potatoes, sweet potatoes, and onions. These are some of our onions that we've been harvesting the last, I want to say, week. And we still have more in the ground that we're going to harvest. We've been throughout this year been taking onions as we need it, but finally we had a big harvest. And look, and we still have, I want to say, maybe 25, 30, if not more, onions in the ground that's almost ready. I do not think this year we're going to need onions. And we've given a lot of onions out. We gave a lot to my mother-in-law. Yeah, so it feels good to know we accomplished one goal in the garden, to not have to buy onions at the grocery store ever again. And now we're going to move on to another crop. That's how we're doing it, to slowly build up our garden, our food forest, to say like, hey, we're not going to the grocery store for this again. We got onions down, now on to the next thing. I did a Spartan 5K with my wife a couple years ago. The video's on the page if you guys want to go back, scroll far back, you can go watch us actually do the Spartan 5K. This year, I want to do the exact same thing in December. In December, the Central Florida Spartan. I want to get in that, but I want to see if I can do like the 10K or the 21K Spartan. Have y'all done that before? I like to put events on the calendar because it gives you something to train for. You're not just, you have a goal. Sometimes it's hard. And I told y'all the other day that working out right now for me is not just something that I just want to do. I really don't want to do it. And that's crazy because it's been my whole entire life. But I don't want to do it. But having events scheduled, 5Ks, 10Ks, Spartans, things like that, I don't want to go out there and look bad. I want to complete the race. Yeah, I'm going to probably sign up for a Spartan, and maybe I can see you guys there. Central Florida Spartan in December. You guys going to join me? And I know some of you asked how are some plants doing. You wanted to see our lemongrass. You wanted to see our lemon zest mango, I believe someone asked about. And let me look. I'm gonna close this down. Let me go look and I'll show you guys. Yes, the lemongrass is coming back. I told you guys we didn't do anything. No water, no nothing. We was just chopping this thing up. It's coming back and we will be using it this summer. Our Barbados cherry, it had this little bug on it and it was sucking the Barbados cherries. It was literally putting its claw in these Barbados cherries and just sucking it. And we'll get these dried out berries or berries with little black spots. And I had a lot of these little bugs on this tree. And it's crazy because they never were there before. We just took some diatomaceous earth, the food grade, and we threw it around the tree. Don't know if it's gonna work for those bugs, but it's looking like it is working. We hate to use anything, but we also want our food. The diatomaceous earth food grade is a safe alternative because neem oil did not work. And neem oil really doesn't work for us in our yard. For most things, it doesn't work. But that diatomaceous earth, the food grade, organic kind, it seems to be pretty good. That's what we did and just sprinkled it around the tree. And it looks like it's working. Yes, we know too that some of our pollinators are not going to be able to come in this tree and they might be affected by it as well. And it sucks, but we can't have an infestation of a bug taking out all our fruit and then moving on to other trees. We can't have that as well. Diatomaceous earth, food grade. And then it was grapes. You guys asked, how are the grapes looking? The grapes are looking great, all right? They are everywhere. Grapes are looking good. Let me show you some more. It's still early for the grapes, as y'all know, but remember, we set that goal to have this thing loaded where they're just hanging down and we're picking, and it is getting there. It's getting to that. That's so cool. You know when you go to the grocery store and how expensive these grapes be. It's so crazy. They're growing and everywhere you look is grapes bunching up. And in the grocery store, they're selling them and they're so expensive, which makes no sense. It's looking good. You grow one thing. Just grow one thing in your backyard and you're gonna be so upset at grocery stores when you see how much whatever you're growing produces for you and how easy it is. You're gonna be like, why are they charging so much? I think that's one of the biggest things when it's growing your own food. Just the pure, you're like, man, I'm getting ripped off at a grocery store because it doesn't taste as good, of course. And you get so much more growing it from your house. It's crazy. That's what we notice immediately. That's probably the first thing we notice growing food. Grocery stores they be taxing us, y'all. Taxing us. This papaya has gotten massive very quickly, and this papaya is everywhere on it. I had to stake our pigeon pea. This thing was just growing everywhere, falling down, going everywhere. We had a good wind, but staked that up. It's growing upright, it's looking good. Peas everywhere on it. That's cool. Things are growing pretty good. Help me out on that elderberry. I really need to know, when do I harvest this elderberry? I'm gonna look online, of course. I'm gonna do my own research, of course. But you guys in the comments are awesome. I'm sure one of you harvest elderberry all the time, season after season, and I want to hear from you directly. Let me know. Everything's growing good. It's looking great. We want to have a lot of food. We're very proud of ourselves for the onions that we have grown. Moving on to that next crop that we can say we're no longer going to the grocery store for. What is it? I'm not entirely sure. I would want to say probably potatoes, like sweet potatoes, probably be the next thing, or any type of white potatoes, any type of potatoes, because it grows in abundance the same way. Damn sure bananas. You guys see all the bananas we got. Once these grown, we're going to at least have a few months where we're not buying bananas at the store again. And mangoes. This year, we're not going to have that many mangoes because a lot of our trees is younger. We'll probably be able to get 20 to 50 mangoes from 3 or 4 varieties of our trees. The following year, probably multiply that by 2. The following year, multiply that by 3, and you know how it goes, and keep going. And that's the best part. That's the best part about gardening and starting your food forest, because every year you're going to get more and more and more and more, where you're able to feed your family. You can give some out to your neighbors, to your friends, and you can just, my goal, what I want to do when I'm driving all the time, you see someone, you know, that's out there asking for a meal and things like that. I would love to just be able to have so much where I have a box like in my car every time before I'm getting ready to go out, especially when I'm taking the kids to school, just a box of food that we're growing from the yard. And every time I see someone come up to the window or walking, I'm able to just give them that box of food. So that's something that I want to do. And again, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you're getting your training in too. And that Murph, let me know. Have you done the Murph before? If so, let me know in the comments. Let me know your time. Time really don't matter. It's just completing it. It ain't no heroes here. We're not in the CrossFit game. So it's just completing. That's it. So let me know, forget the time. Let me know if you actually completed a full Murph. I want to hear from you. I want to see my fit people out there too. Keep growing, y'all, and midweek check-in. I hope everything's going well for you and your family. Keep growing, keep praying, and always put God first. Have a great day, everybody.